Welcome to our international podcast. Below the belt, who vets lose. Privileged once again to be with you, beautiful folks out there, joining us from around the world. What's for lunch, guys? And what are you guys doing? And what is the weather where you are? That's the question I really want to ask. What's the weather like where you are? And what's for lunch? What's for lunch? It's Open Mic Friday, folks. It's Open Mic Friday. We've dealt with a number of things during the last week. We've dealt with a number of issues. From Irfan Ali and the Beryl Ground Thoughts to Quindon Bacchus. What's on your minds, folks? Let us know. Let us know. 627-6963. Rock and come in, folks. Send us those voice notes. What's on your minds today, folks? What's on your minds? We do want to know. Pray tell. Pray tell. What's on your minds, guys? Is it Peggy Russell Elias I'm seeing there? Is it Claire Capel? Is it? Romy Leander, good afternoon to you. Let me know if you guys are hearing us loud and clear. Magnell Barrow, can you hear us? Magnell, can you hear us? Magnell. Merlin DeYoung. Good to see you, Merlin. Tessa Isaacs. Graves Andy. Yep. Claire says it's raining on the highway. I ain't doubt you, Claire. I ain't doubt you. That's what I'm telling you. I ain't doubt you. Claire says it's raining on the highway. Edward Gonzalez from the Bronx has showed up. Roxanne Garway is here as well. Good to have you, Roxanne. Simone Williams is here too. Petal Thorne is here. Good afternoon, beautiful peoples. How this Friday afternoon treating you wonderful guys? How is this Friday afternoon treating you guys? Oh, what I want to do for some Creole food right about now. Magnell says she's hearing us loud and clear. We're happy about that. Andrea Paradise, good to have you here as well. How are you guys doing? Please, we want to know. We fast like that. How are you all doing? Colin Williams is here as well. And Paulette Hawk Kippins, Patricia Kissoon, Anthony Edmondson, Rock and coming. Folks, I wonder what's on your mind today. Where are we heading in this country? Where y'all think we heading, guys? Oh my, so much happening. Taxi driver that raped a young lady, sentenced to 11 years. One of the things we're looking at, the whole country is gone mad. 11 years, and was reading a report in which he said if he had a knife, what you want to do? Folks, we right in this country. We right in this country. You think we're in the right path? Huh? California, I see, gonna see some egg ball. I can take one. Daphne Aaron is here as well. I can take an egg ball. Good to see you, Daphne. Daphne is watching from Plainfield, New Jersey, in a fancy place, girl. In a fancy places. Paulette Hawkins, Linda Baker, Merlin DeYoung, GT Root Girl. Rock and come in. And Gladys Prasad is here, Jackie Beard, Paulette Hawkins, Gabrielle Denoon is here, Julie North is here as well. Good to have you, beautiful folks. Lovely people. Good to have you, folks. Good to have you, beautiful folks. How y'all doing there, man? How y'all doing there, man? How y'all doing? Please and thank you. Good to see you, folks. Patricia Grisandi, I see you there. Patricia. Respect and manners. Wilton Blue, Lyndon Gill, Coletta Reynolds, Glenford Gordon, Roxana Lessa Jacob, Marilyn King, Randy, Glenford, Claire Capel. Good to see you, folks. Inna, Inna Dornick, good to see you. Am I calling it right? I hope I am. I'm so sorry I can't respond to Patricia Graves Andy right at this second. But I'm gonna talk with you very soon, Patricia. We can talk soon. Somebody also fast. Yeah, what is we talking about? Only so fast. We can talk soon. All right. Good to have you, folks. Good to have you, beautiful people here. Jackie Bear, Joyce Van Kooten, Claudette Bovell Lewis. Folks, again, we are making the appeal. You know, lots of you have been wishing me happy birthday. I'm getting old, folks. I'm getting old. Getting old. A little slower. But I ain't cold. Folks, I'm in the prime of my life. Never felt better. Good to have you folks here. We want to continue the work we're doing. And that's what we've been saying all along. We want to continue the work we've been doing. And so we're encouraging you guys to donate to our program. We know it's people do so on a monthly basis to keep us going, but we know lots of you don't. Y'all hand tight, you're stingy. We understand that. Hands tight, y'all stingy. But we need your help because we've been a little bit in the red. You know what I mean? Right? The bill's more than you to keep all this stuff going. And you guys, we know you've been so helpful. Thanks to all of the folks who've stepped up to the plate and you're batting very nicely. But so many of you can help. And you are the ones we're appealing to. The rest of you who you've been so good to us, corky ears, is the ones who haven't been able to help us as yet. You are the ones we're appealing to. We got so many platforms available so you guys can help us. We got Cash App, we got Zelle and PayPal, MMG. We're available via MoneyGram and Western Union as well, folks. And all of that is pinned to our Facebook page. All of that is pinned to our Facebook page. Again, we thank you for your generosity, for your gifts, for your love, and your support in this way as we continue to talk the things, folks, and bring these programs to you each and every day. 3 programs per day, plus we have our website. News stories are up there, folks. Check it out. Credible sources. 17 programs per week. 68 programs per month. 816 per year. We out here, folks. We outside. We out here. We out here. Good to have each and every one of you. 627-6963. I don't want to waste time. The mic is yours. Whatever y'all want to talk about, I want to listen. Whatever y'all want to talk about. I think we have William, who is wasting no time. Wasting no time. I like that. Me business. Let's get on with it.
Hi, good afternoon, Sharad. Irfan Ali is intellectually challenged. That is why he can come and spew his mouth full of ignorance. Empty vessels makes the most noise. That man is an empty suit. When you do not have anything to say, you use fillers like the burial ground. When you take a pig from the back dam and put it in State House, in time it will make State House a pigsty. This is why the country is in this morass. You cannot take someone from the back dam to do public service work. The back dam will eventually come out of him. He is making a mess of Guyana. He is dumbing down the country with his ignorance. Do some reading, get some ideas, and stop embarrassing yourself, Guyana and Guyanese. Take this advice. Let those intelligent people in the PPP party come up to State House and give you some night lessons and stop pumping a scene with your male order degree. You're never too old to learn. That said, I have 2 things. The first one, is that we're shipping foodstuff to Suriname. I commend the government in doing that, but there's a problem. Is there a quid pro quo? Are they shipping foodstuff to Suriname in lieu of arms and ammunition? What has become of that ship that was stopped in Africa with those arms and ammunition? The next question is, or the next issue is that I was listening to Kedaki's program this morning, and it was said that you have Haitians who are dressed in TSU uniform going through the streets of Suriname to
Yep, 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 yep. We hear you, William. We hear you there. We hear you loud and clear, guys. And let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. We'd love to know if you guys are hearing us loud and clear at your side as well. Please let us know. We want to make sure that we are being heard loud and clear. Good to have each and every one of you folks. As we say, the mic is yours. 627-6963. 627-6963. I'm getting some feedback. Yep, yep, yep. Good afternoon, folks. Where y'all joining us from? All right, send us those voice notes, guys. Send us those voice notes. Send us those voice notes. Murat Reed, we gonna hear from you. Richard Wolford, we gonna hear from you. Kim Walker, we gonna hear from you. Huh? Are we gonna hear from you guys? All right, good to have you. So y'all tell me y'all didn't hear our brother there? Y'all tell me y'all didn't hear our brother? That's what you beautiful folks tell me? That we didn't hear William? All right, let me run back. Let me run that one back for you so you guys can hear William's contribution.
Hi, good afternoon, Sharad. Irfan Ali is intellectually challenged. That is why he can come and spew his mouth full of ignorance. Empty vessels makes the most noise. That man is an empty suit. When you do not have anything to say, you use fillers like the burial ground. When you take a pig from the back dam and put it in State House, in time it will make State House a pigsty. This is why the country is in this morass. You cannot take someone from the back dam to do public service work. The back dam will eventually come out of him. He's making a mess of Guyana. He's dumbing down the country with his ignorance. Do some reading, get some ideas, and stop embarrassing yourself, Guyana and Guyanese. Take this advice. Let those intelligent people in the PPP party come up to State House and give you some night lessons and stop pumping a scene with your male order degree. You're never too old to learn. That said, I have two things. The first one is that we're shipping foodstuff. to Suriname. I commend the government in doing that, but there's a problem. Is there a quid pro quo? Are they shipping foodstuff to Suriname in lieu of arms and ammunition? What has become of that ship that was stopped in Africa with those arms and ammunition? The next question is, or the next issue is that I was listening to Kedaki's program this morning, and it was said that you have Haitians who are dressed in TSU uniform going through the streets in Golden Grove. I have an issue here, and that is you have ex Haitian military mercenaries who are working with the security services in Guyana. This is why, when you look at how things, the TSU operated that day in Golden Grove, they can shoot willy nilly, not discipline whatsoever. I couldn't understand why, but I'm getting to understand why. We have mercenaries working with the security services in Guyana. But the last part with the Haitian operating with the security service, I did not hear that part. But nevertheless, let me repeat. I heard on Kedaki's program this morning that you have Haitians dressed in TSU uniform running through the streets of Golden Grove. We have a problem. These guys are ex-Haitian military mercenaries operating in Guyana. We have mercenaries operating in Guyana on behalf of the PPP now.
Yep, folks. That is William for us. That is William for us. Agree or disagree? It's up to you. Agree or disagree, but we got a lot of issues we got to fix, folks. Lot of issues we got to fix. Lot of issues we got to fix. Peggy Russell Elias is here. Peggy, you coming through today? Candyline and Digit, you coming through today? Beatrice Selby, Marilyn Seafort, we coming through in the comments. Way there. Mail order. It was the mail order degree for me. It's the mail order degree for me, good people. It's the mail order degree. Let's see how it goes down. William. William different. William different. Don't come wrong, William Folly. You see that mail order degree business? He's not having it. He is not having it, folks. He's not having it. Right? We could do better. It's right about that. We could do much, much better. Omani Elias. We could do better. Kessie Thomas, we could do better. Who gonna rock and come in? We're not gonna take calls, folks. We're gonna take the voice notes. Help us to be a little more efficient in that way. What bothering you? Right? Well, our friend has already let us know. William has already let us know what bothering him. He's already let us know what bothering him. Let me see what else bothering some folks. It is what it is, folks. It is what it is. Right? It is what it is. It is what it is. Yep. It is what it is, good people. That's what we're saying.
I'm a Guyanese living overseas. A young man was killed wrongfully by the police, and he was arrested on close arrest and open arrest, which only goes for internal affairs. Why the police, after the demonstration start, only wait till the demonstration reach to Monrepo to block them? According to the president, they work with the intelligence because they set up the shit to happen at Monrepo, and they know the blacks are going to retaliate. That's why they did that. Why they wait till they meet? They could have stopped them before they meet Monrepo, but they wait till they meet Monrepo. When they had the incident in Monrepo before, I think it's about 3 years back when the PNC was in government, when they destroyed the Granger buses and they showed the PYO man, the PPP man with the gun in the waist and the lamppost against on the streets. Nobody said anything. But they're trying to show that the black people are cannibals and all kinds of stuff. As the little boy going about talking about killing and poisoning all the black people. This is the thing that started in 1964. The suburbs after they killed the black man and the woman near Buxton, and cut the penis out put in her mouth. When Lyndon start retaliating, then they say Lyndon is cannibalism. They do this thing to show the supporters that the blacks are out of hand, but the Indians got more gun. But if this, as the lady was saying yesterday, I see on the phone, if they start the incidents up, it's gonna be a problem. So could you ask your government, the opposition, what they intend to ask the president, what he mean by intelligence to stop them at only in Montreal where the stronghold at? Because they want a conflict. Bye.
Folks, we got some issues in this country. And it's going to take leadership to get us through. God knows we don't want to go there. Right? But we see it in this program all the time. There's something simmering right below the surface. And they're going to take leadership, guys. We can't wish it away. Right? Don't cut where you can't fetch. Don't cut where you can't fetch. Don't cut where you can't fetch. A lot of issues. This country need leadership. You know, you're talking about one Guyana, but people can't see it. In the policies that we have, we can't see it. What kind of one Guyana is that? Come on, folks. Don't come around with funny like that. It has to be more meaningful than that. It must be more meaningful than that. Right? Gotta be more meaningful than that. Folks, we can take the voice notes. Helps us to be more efficient.
Hi, Sherrod. Good afternoon.
Good
This
afternoon.
is someone trying to make I'm about to do a test.
Yep. We hear you, my brother. Do your test. Do your test. We can't take your call right now, but test if you must. Test if you must. Do the test. All right, we're going to try to take another contributor.
Good afternoon, Sherrod. Good afternoon, all listeners. Sherrod, everything is slowly coming to light. And I'm going back to the protest. That protest, seeing that you were, unfortunately, you were there when they started because of certain things. Now, Sherrod, that protest was going good all the time. And they passed business places, they passed lumberyard, and I heard people in the saying, no, this is not we come for. Don't touch anybody things. What they did was all those who had stands on the road, a certain stands, they were taking over the block road, and they kept going all the time. At a certain part of time, I realized something was wrong because I put it up on your page. I said, let the protesters know to be careful. After I see the police moved away from vigilance and let them pass, being a person was around those things, I realized that something is wrong. But then after you cut off, there was a time that we weren't picking up anything until we get to see further. But pictures have come and showed that those same people that was compensated, they blocked the road before the protesters even meet there, and then they started to lit fire, and there were terms like, okay, goodbye heading, goodbye, bring the gasoline there, that kind of thing. They lit that fire. They got people to ride and pick up those things. Now, if the people are looting, how come those people packages, the bags, the thing were packed so neat? These people had time. It's not say somebody in a haste trying to pick up a thing and broke it and running away. They had time to pack these things and they go. But unfortunately, it shows up that it was not only the blacks, there were East Indians there. So what it shows me, it shows that this thing was orchestrated. And they know fully well that when they burn their things, they will be compensated. They will be given even more and things. So they and put the blame on the protesters. The police them should be thinking. They left now, gone straight up to Buxton. They start from there, then they gone straight to Grove and they start shooting. It's sad. Isn't there any compensation for that lady's child that they had to lift to carry to seek medical attention? Isn't there any compensation for that news media person that son that got shot and she got shot too? Eh? Isn't there any compensation for the people that in Golden Grove that the shop gets shut up? No, he's showing it blatant and clear that this is a one-party state. Now he go and made a remark that he's going to make a live in the Bergum. It shows clear that that man has a mental health, and that is what Jack Jones is working on. He knows that very well that this man can't do certain things, and he put him up there to make himself embarrassed. And I think he and I should do the rightful thing. Go and seek counseling, just like how they can bring out Human Services Association thing to go and counsel people there in Maripos. Why can't they carry people to counsel the family of Bacchus that died? Why can't they carry counsel to counsel that woman's child that was shot? Why can't they counsel people inside Golden Grove that all these things happen to? No, they wouldn't do that because Spain is black people. They do, it's not their strong. So they don't care. Here's what they do. These people don't care. And I think it's time that Guyanese should be conscious and let's rise up. Let's rise up. They can't say that I'm preaching violence, but I said rise up. They got to differentiate that. And coming to Imran and that other boy that spoke those vile things about black people and they wanted genocide black people and whatever it is, then they know they think they're depending on the side of the black people that we always forgive and always try to get, we always try to be right. And these are things being shown. I'm not getting down on James Bond and Odessa Primus and them and people who showing how they're loving up this and loving up that. We need that in this country. But what I'm saying, let us be real. Those people don't love us. You can't give love where you don't return, where love don't return. And if you give love, people must appreciate it. Now these boys did that. Nobody went to arrest them. Nobody. They're inciting violence. They're inciting raciality. They're doing all it, and nobody went to arrest them. And I am saying this is showing the real part of the Guyana police force and people within police force. It's showing the real part of the ERC. It's showing the real part of the PPP leaders. They don't care. They people can do, and they will compensate them. It's time. It's time. The people of Indian ethnicity who they perceive to be abnormal, they should come out and reunite. And the in East Indian who doesn't feel right, although they vote for PPP, come out and talk. The American brothers and Chinese brothers, let's come together. Let's make this a real Guyana. Don't bother one Guyana shit. It's one people, one nation. We're going to have one destiny. We don't want no one Guyana nonsense. Come on. And I'm urging you people to go and get vote and vote. Go there and get registered and vote. Get these people out. Don't let it go down the road that PPP want. That is what PPP want. That thing that took place, they want it so they can say, look, we suspend this and suspend that. Don't let me that stage. Thank you.
All right, we heard you there. We do not condone violence at all. We cannot and do not condone violence at all, people, at all, at all, at all. And as we've said, we disagree with something that appeared in Kaitro News yesterday, and my brother alluded to it when he was talking, that this was specifically trained at, apologies, that this was specifically trained at, I'm saying some feedback there, sorry. This was specifically trained at Monrepo. In this, apologies, folks, I'm hearing myself again. I need to take that down. Apologies there. Yeah, this was specifically trained at Monrepo, and in the Peep and Charm column yesterday, he said that Peep and Charm said the protesters knew where they were going and their mission. They targeted the market vendors. That's foolishness. That is foolishness. All right? Something happened different there than what occupied from when those folks left Golden Grove to when they got there. They passed rightfully, Golden Grove, the past Haslington, Logwood Hope, Fowlis, Paradise, Bachelor's Adventures, Melanie Damshana, Elizabeth Hall, Enterprise, Nonpareil, Caldigan, Stratspray, Bladen Hall, Vigilance, Friendship, Buxton, La Reconnaissance, Annandale. Right? Some of those communities there are majority or East Indian brothers and sisters inhabit them. And we understand in all the communities, if there are communities where there are Afro-Guyanese living, they got East Indians living there as well, or brothers and sisters. But we understand in some communities there are majority Afro-Guyanese, right? And there's a majority Indo-Guyanese community in some other communities. Good. Why was all of that passed and bypassed, and specifically the vendors? So those who are arguing, there was, there was a deliberation in the part of the protesters. The police got to be held accountable. The police has got to be held accountable because they were the ones who allowed that crowd to go all that 6 miles without any real show of force there. Not to maim and to kill and to hurt people, but to just keep the crowd at bay. To simply keep the crowd at bay. So don't come around with funny. Please and thank you. Don't come around as funny. Good? Don't come around with funny. That's what we said. And we can talk about this. We can talk about this. This is what we're supposed to be doing. Engaging these issues. Talking about these issues. This is how we do it. And this is how we move from point to point. Is how we have to do it. Moving from point to point, folks. They got another way to do it? That's how we got to do it. Moving from point to point. Making sure we cue some of the other voice notes. Yep. Is how we do it, good people. Good to have each and every one of you here with us. We all joining us from Share the Live. Smash the emoji button. Partner with us. Send a donation our way to keep the lights on. To keep the lights on, folks. To keep the doors open. To keep the lights on and keep the doors open. Queuing up another one, folks. Queuing up another voice note for you. Bear with us there. Give us a share in the meantime and smash that emoji. We want to hear from you guys. We want to hear from you. We want to take as many as we can. Bear with us. All right. Try not to make them too long, please and thank you. We want to play as many as possible. Joan, we see you there. Joan Williams, Sandra Facey, Babani, Claudette. Good to see you. All right, here we go.
A pleasant good day to you, my brother Sherrod. And if my sister Juita is there, a pleasant good day to her also.
She left early today.
I just want to say my few. Racism is something that is not in my gene, not in my blood at all. I don't even like talking. But this is an awareness I am putting out to my Indian brothers and sisters, and a warning and an awareness to my African brothers and sisters. First, to my Indian brothers and sisters, let me tell you plain and straight, reason among yourself, reason with your government, with your leaders, which we know that supports y'all, the president, the vice president, reason amongst y'all self, because the Indian brother that ignorantly state that the police that were shooting is attacking how he talk. You know, I don't like use those words, but black man against black man. I want them to know that it not gonna be all the time that they're gonna look like Afro Guyanese gonna be stupid to one another. You understand? And it would come a time if the going get too tough, not even the money to paying them. You understand that would protect them for wanting to come together and realize that we're getting used and we start coming together. You see the police force, what it full up with, and this is an awareness, my brother, telling my African brothers and sisters this. The police force is inoculated with Afro Guyanese. This is not racism, this is reality. The army is inoculated with Afro Guyanese. All the security sectors, them inoculated with Afro Guyanese. Indian brothers and sisters, let we dare upon the heights. Y'all dare upon y'all heights. Let we reason with the people that pushing these racial narratives down y'all throat about black people or Afro Guyanese and good and they would kill and they would done all kind of thing, because you know we already been labeled as ignorant, as thief, and as dogs, and this and that, and as I hear Kadaki state something, that when you see a dog and getting food, as we've been called hungry belly, when you see the dog and getting food and all kind of thing, he would kill donkey massa for get food. So with love and with respect, I telling the Indian brothers and sisters, you understand, that it's time we dip on the heights and don't fall prey, because the government sheltering on the y'all. The government is sheltering on the y'all. To my black brothers and sisters, I want, especially in the security forces, Akins, the prime minister, the Afro Guyanese ministers, them, y'all hear what the young man say is that we get some food and poison all, he says some, all, you understand? So let we put the pieces together and understand what is going on. I ain't preaching hatred, I am preaching racism, I'm preaching reality. Let we check ourselves and see what's going on, and don't be carried away by Jagdio and evil. Efron Ali were following up with Jagdio and evil. I know Efron Ali come, I see Efron Ali murder on programs already, and I know that the ignorance of Efron Ali going on with it, he and get, don't want to bring you up, so he was not brought up like that. You understand? I could feel the vibes of people. He was not brought up of that. So my Indian brothers and sisters, let me dep on the heights. I ain't telling you I left y'all party or whatsoever. But let truth prevail, let the right take its place. Is a serious time we in. Is a very serious time we in. And in the end, the only body who when they're winning is Jack Dio, and he thought of something $1,000 chair, going sit down and enjoy himself. And if an Ali in the big mansion where we killing up and going up on one another. Yeah, y'all understand what we're saying? Let me dare upon the heights. This is not racism I'm preaching. This is reality. All right.
Thanks for that contribution. I see here that Robert London says it's impossible to win a race war, and he's perfectly correct. And my brother who says, let me dep on the heights, we can't win that. So you better dep on your heights, right? You better dep on your heights, and don't let folks who say chase them out and so on stoke fears among us, because only them can profit. Only they can profit. Who's sharing the life? You remember that? Chase them out. We didn't forget that. The nature, the struggle has changed. You all forget that? We didn't forget that. We have not forgotten that. Right? You remember folks who said that? The nature of the struggle has changed. And they got to take responsibility too. Has to take responsibility too. Right? Don't cut where you can't fetch. That's what we heard. Don't do it. Don't do it. We can't go down that road at all. We can't. We must refuse to. Each of us got to refuse to submit to the kind of craziness and foolishness. Refuse to. I hope you're all hearing us. We're not going there. We're not. We're just not. We're not going there, guys. But remember, the fellow who said, the nature of the struggle has changed. Remember that. Chase them out. See that? People remember those things. And my other brother who said the ERC sleeping and them sleeping is true. Hearing conveniently. Right? Life put a life up. They're hearing everything. But the hearing and saw not trained to the other side. They know all what's going on this life that y'all on. Each and everything they know what's going on. But all the people who saying stuff, no, they're hearing them. They're not hearing them at all. You think it's easy, nah? You all think it's easy, but it's not easy. But that's what good leadership is about. Finding a way forward. Finding and forging a way forward. That's what we got to do, folks. We're going to have another contribution for you in a second. We got to find a way forward. Each of us, that is what is required. We got to find a way forward. You see all those things come back to haunt us, chase them out? Oh, if they think it can be so. They must know the nature of the struggle has changed. People hear those things and analyze them.
And there will be consequences. If they think that they can rig the elections and have the kind of peace that we have now, they're wrong. Very, very wrong. I hope they're not thinking that in their calculation. I'm making it clear about that. And it's not coded language. It means, I said it, the nature of the struggle changes.
People remember those things. People remember those things.
And there will be consequences. If they think that they can rig the elections and have the kind of peace that we have now, they're wrong. Very, very wrong. I hope they're not thinking that in their calculation. I'm making it clear about that. And it's not coded language. It means, I said it, the nature of the struggle changes.
Yep. Don't cut where you can't fetch. Don't cut where you can't fetch. All right? Gonna have another one for you. Another contribution. Gonna have another one for you. Don't cut where you can't fetch. Y'all play with fire. Right? All of us gotta coexist in this country and peaceably so. Peaceably so. All of us. Peaceably so.
Sure, good afternoon.
Good
One thing I
afternoon.
want to know, why did the police go and destroy or shoot up the church? The police doesn't know that we is the body of the temple of God, and if it destroyed this human being body, that they don't mean that we must go and serve our God in our church. What mind they got, man?
Yep. Good question. Good question. What kind of mind they got? That's a good question. Who got the answer? How much time we got? How much time do we have, good people? Huh? How much time? How much time y'all got? Huh? That's a good question. Right? That's a good question. Get another contribution for you guys. Another contributor.
Good afternoon, Sherrod and viewers. What is bothering me? A lot is bothering me, but I cannot see everything. However, what is bothering me the most? Now, from the time Queen Bacchus was being murdered by Christoph, the people in Golden Grove were keeping their vigil every living day, police harassed them. Now, the funeral finished. One day after the funeral, there was something on blast out there where it was sure lie that he is on open arrest. So you're aggravating a situation because you already get things planned to do what you have to do. Now the Golden Grove people started a protest early bird the next morning. For me, the police keep backing off, backing off, backing off. From the time I saw the police started to back off, I said something was up. So far as I'm concerned, I can be wrong, but for me, I think that the PPP paid the thugs to do what they had to do. So we gonna slaughter them because we know they're coming to town. We going to BV and we gonna line up the road, Palmy Brigade across the road in BV, and they set up the people them to do what they had to do in Monrepo. And if you look at what happened in Monrepo, because I heard Travis Chase clearly saying the people in coming down no more like they're torn back. But the people that was already told that the police under the riot squad was at BV waiting on them, so they turned back. So the 10 or 15 or how much people that run through the market and did what they had to do, they were paid because I saw a video with 4 Indian boys vandalizing that market. So they started to do the vandalism, and whoever else went with the girls, them that pick up clothes and they shared it on the rooftop, it was planned. But my biggest issue is the disrespect. Now, you put an army base in Buxton, you got an army base in Golden Grove, they're going in the place, shooting up people in church, and they're drinking beers and all these kind of things. After that was going on, whilst that going on, here we go. The people in Monrepo got a whole protest going on in Monrepo. But you don't put an army base nor a police station in Monrepo for quell them down. But you got in Buxton and Golden Grove. This is showing the blatant racism and the disrespect of the PPP. They have no regard to black people. And our people need to wake up and put boots on the ground. Because all of them who can't put boots on the ground on Facebook and type in, they need to put boots on the ground. We need to shut this country down. This is nonsense. It's pure nonsense. I'm so aggrieved with what is going on that I don't even know how to express myself with the passion. Because if I said a couple of things, look, it ain't gonna nice. But the police and the soldiers need to get the hell out from inside of Golden Grove and Buxton. I said, and what they did is just a replay of what under the stewardship of Ikins and Gadraj and Utsreville with Donald Ramatar as the president, send the police and the soldiers to Linden by night and to shoot to kill because their instructions were shoot to kill. I was tear gassed in Linden in those days. I was out there in the thick of things. So what they do there in Golden Grove, they were sent directly to do that. Shoot to kill the people there. And they're just trying to intimidate people. Now the other thing, why the jumbo jet people drive through Belgium and shooting in the air? Then we got these guys who they're cussing out on Facebook, who they're gonna poison and who they're gonna kill out and who they're gonna what? What is the police force doing? Did they arrest any of them? Those are my issues because
Yep, yep, yep.
I'm very much concerned. I want to hear what the president got to say because I don't understand what the president want to wake up out in bed and go in the barrel ground for.
Yep, he different. He different. He different. That's why you want to wake up and go in the bell ground. He different. He different. The other Marilyn, rock and come in. Lorimer, rock and come in.
Good afternoon, Sheridan listeners. I have 3 points today and I'll try to be as short as possible. The first one is this. I noticed that PM Motley is about to shut down the sugar
Yep,
estate
yep.
in Barbados, right? My question to the present government is, can't you take a page out of PM Motley's book? It is a known fact that the sugar estates aren't making any money in Guyana, and it's a drain on the coffers of Guyana. The thing is, it's basic common sense. If you're losing on a business, you have to either check the whole thing out and see where you can make things better, or you shut it down as it is. I think there's need for the sugar estates in Guyana to be shut down. Of course, persons will be out of a job, but you have to find other means in which you can help the people of Guyana to find other means for work. You can't just continue to drain the Guyanese coffers. It doesn't make sense. No sense at all. I mean, that those millions or billions that is being pumped into the sugar estates can be used for other things. Alternative measures is the way to go where the sugar estate is concerned. Secondly, on the program the other night, I think it was in the ring when we were talking about the basic reality of the situation in Guyana. Now, I'm hearing whispers all over the place about a snap election. Now, let me make this clear. PM Motley won the elections in Barbados because the opposition was disorganized. She knew that. For me, it was a master stroke on her side of things. I am truly, 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 and I've been saying this before, I am truly hopeful that while all of this is taking place, all this confusion, that the opposition of Guyana is taking steps to make sure that if something like that should happen, that they are ready. You know, I am particularly concerned about this because the PPP need to go, but they can't go if the opposition is not properly organized, right? I'm saying this for the second time. Thirdly, I take note of all the distributions going out to Monrepo. Where is the money coming from for those persons who have already benefited from the mayhem? Mind you, I'm not saying it was the right thing to do, but I will maintain I don't think that most of those protesters had anything at all to do with the mayhem in Monrepo. For me, they passed TRASP, they passed Vigilance, they passed Enmore, Annandale. All those villages are Indian villages, Enterprise. Nothing was done except things that were thrown in the streets and all of that, right? But yet they get to Monrepo and there's a confusion. For me, I will repeat that. For me, I think that was orchestrated to disrupt the whole protest and the purpose of the protest. I am yet to see persons going to Golden Grove and offering any assistance to those persons who were affected. Again, I'm saying I don't agree with them destroying people's property and stuff like that, whoever did that. But I don't think that most of those protesters wanted to destroy anybody's stuff. And Sherrod, I'm warning you because this is my position. I think there's a concerted effort to put you in a problem. Be very careful, my brother. Be careful.
I hear you. I hear you. Thanks very much for your guidance and thanks very much for your encouragement there. We understand the struggle we're in. We understand it. We understand it. Thank you very much for that. You need a reminder ever so often. Thanks for that. Sister, so right on all accounts. You passed so many things along the way. You could have, do trouble if that's what you wanted to do. But something happened there at Monrepo. Right? Something happened there at Monrepo. Something happened. Folks, we're going to have another contributor. We're going to have another contributor. Give me a second to find myself here. We're going to have another contributor. Yep. We have it. We have it. We have it. We have another contributor, folks. Something happened there. We got to get to the bottom of it. Right? I want to know who are the intellectual authors.
Sherrod, good afternoon to you and your viewers.
Good afternoon.
Let me tell you this thing. I do not believe Guyana can get out of racism anywhere soon. You know why I think so? Because it is in the homes of these PPP people, it's under the bottom houses, and it's from the leadership. That's why those young men on Facebook, they can carry on in such a manner because it's bred in the home. A few years ago, my nursery school child came home a day and said, Mommy, me's a black man? And I said, where you get that from? He said, because a boy in the school said, hi, black man, hi, black man. And I had to sit down and speak with him. This is how they have been inculcating the racism. And then their parents, and if they do something wrong, the parents will say, "Make bring the black man for you, make bring the black man for you." So all these things are spoken little by little, and the children are indoctrinated. And then when these leaders go out, they would also spark it by certain ways of speaking.
Dog whistling.
And why I know this, it's actually a hopeless situation, although I want to be positive, is that years ago, I can remember when Bar Jagdeo came as president, everybody say, man, give him a chance. He young and he's going to deal with this race issue in a different way because young people, they would think differently. But look what it turned out to be.
Lord have his
He
mercy.
spread it more.
Lord
And
have
I'm
his
sorry
mercy.
for your finale. Even if he had something good in mind, with all those people, all those racists speaking in his ears, he cannot do anything differently. And that is why I'm skeptical about moving forward without racism in this country or minimizing it. Because on the one side, it is being spoken at home and abroad. I am not saying that Africans might not have a little bias, but still it's not to that extent. And the people don't care. So we have to really come up with a strategy to help this issue and to make our people to be strong and bold and can stand up to withstand these injustices. And it's blatant. They speak about educating and giving online learning. Even there, the biases, even there, you go and take a census and see how many African children are given scholarship out of this 20,000 that they're propagating. You check and see. They are young people who have enrolled and enlisted for this scholarship and they haven't gotten it as yet. And their counterparts on the other side don't get it, and almost a year they're in it. And so the younger Indians, they are seeing what the government is doing. Some of them are so blatant enough to ask you if you go for a job, how much, I mean a private sector job, they would ask you, how much of y'all here you seeing? All those things are happening in society, in this society. So don't let Air push his head in the sand like an ostrich. He has to address all these issues among the people and then come and talk to we, because we are on the ground and we feeling it. Sherrod, I'm a little angry today because of all the different issues that are around us. But we got to keep the faith. Nothing lasts forever.
Gotta keep the faith indeed. Gotta keep the faith indeed. Carl Rockin come in.
Look, Sharon, I don't care what nobody say, right? That whole thing was planned because I looked at the video, right? When this girl was talking, Rhoda talking about bring the gas and thing. The protesters didn't meet there as yet. If you listen to the people in the background saying, this would have wanted to come. I mean, the people didn't meet there yet. Because if the people were there, look where the firelight in the video. If the people were there, it would have had a confrontation because people in the background in the Indian community saying, let us come if this would have wanted. And all. The people didn't meet to that spot yet. So how fire done light and all these things? These people plant and do their own destruction. And they get some elements, right? They get some rogue elements to carry things. And they must give them things to go with. Take out the picture and let it look like people loot and carry anything. No, this whole thing was planned and orchestrated. Because if you look back at the videos, it shows people saying, let her come, let her come. I mean, the people didn't meet us yet. Fire's light there, but the people didn't meet there yet. So what's really going on? People need to be more aware. Black people. Why? I don't know what to say about we people, but.
Yep, that's a discussion people want to have, you know. It's easy to sit and say, this is the people that did it. But the video evidence telling people something else. That's the other side of it. The video evidence telling you something totally different. Right? As what was happening there prior to what went down. Right? Telling you something different. Something quite different. We watching though, we watching. Right? We watching. All right, have another contributor, folks. Stay with us, share the live. Share the live, folks, and smash that emoji button as well. Smash that emoji button. Smash it for us. We have another contributor. Do we? Think we do.
A pleasant good afternoon to you, Sherrod. I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome.
I live in Guyana, but I grew up in Richmond Hill, Queens. I want to emphasize something. Regardless of what happens in our country right now, we must move towards racial harmony so that we can have policies and laws change in our justice system, in our electoral system, and in our constitutional system. It is so imperative now that racial harmony must be the push of the people. If there needs to be a Truth and Reconciliation Commission, the people on the land and off the land must push for that. It makes no sense to keep hashing and rehashing these issues to no avail. We must mobilize and push towards something that will see affirmative action policies on the land and laws, as well as racial harmony policies. It must happen for Guyana. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming through. Christopher, Rock can come in.
Also, what amazed me is that in the 2020 general election, when it had big vandalism and these different things conducted from bad settlement resident, you didn't see nobody face the court, but now some have to pay fine. So I think that they have to really come together in terms of what apply for one, apply for all. So you could have some sort of equality over there. Hi, good day, Sherrod, to you and the viewers. This is Chris out of Trinidad and Tobago. Following the East Coast protests and the looting, which I condemn, but I'm still wondering what the government will do according to some of the racist statements against people of African descent that was portrayed by some of those Indian descent guys. I want to know what the government will do, what the Ethnic Relations Commission would do about that. Because the last time people of African descent echo some of those same statements and they had to face the Ethnic Relations Commission, I think, over there, and they had to pay a fine. So I want to know what kind of democratic country is that over there, if it would be some sort of equality by bringing those guys to justice and let it face the Ethnic Relation Commission committee and pay a fine or something like that. I'm wondering, Sharon, the propaganda that published on the newspaper in relating to the police officer got released, which led to the whole protests, etc. What the government is doing about the agency? Is it you alone have a media censorship body to make sure that when information is being published in these mass media houses that is be credible and factual as opposed to propaganda which could lead a nation into chaos? Because this is what basically happened. So you all should have a censor board committee there to make sure all these things are put in place. The other CARICOM islands have that in terms of the media house producing things that is credible, or else they could face the court. There's not democracy there, there's propaganda. And that could have lead through the whole country into chaos and civil war or violence in terms of false information and the news media there. So the government have a lot of work to do, and it's basic things they have to do, and they're not looking into that.
Yep. Thanks for that, Chris. Thanks for that intervention, folks. We want to give you as many of these contributors as possible, as many of them as possible. So bear with us, guys. Bear with us. Share the live in the meantime. Smash that emoji button for us. Smash that emoji button for us. Go, guys. We want to give you as many of these contributions as we possibly can. So stay with us. Stay with us, guys. We're going to cue another one and bring it right to you as quickly as we can. He's a year old, eh? We're a little slow and so on too. So bear with us, folks. Bear with us. Bear with us, guys. Let's take another one. Yep. Let's take another one, guys.
I'm a Guyanese living overseas. A young man was killed wrongfully by the police, and he was arrested on close arrest
Yeah, we had this one already. Apologies there. This may have been one I was looking for. Yep. A lot of valid points being raised. A lot of valid points. And I want folks to know you don't have to support what we say. You don't have to agree with us or anything like that. You don't.
People, before those protesters arrive at Manjipo, It was intentional that these people at the market had no intention for these people to pass. They had already had debris and they had set the place alight across the road. And that wasn't the only thing. They started to chanting the way y'all going, the man done dead already, and they're black hungry, this and that. And that irritated people. That's what caused the chaos down there at Montreal. Because now the police depended on them to actually stop the protesters, which I know totally is wrong, but they didn't expect that would have been the reaction. They wanted the police at that time to come and assist them.
Interesting, very interesting point of view. Very interesting point of view.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sherrod and listeners. My take this afternoon is about the petition. I would like to know if it's this month the petition supposed to be heard in the CCJ,
yes, this month.
and what's the date? Second question, when the APNU win this petition in the CCJ court, would the PPP have to leave office immediately, or would it be another election? Thank you.
The date is fuzzy for me for the petition. I think it's around the 17th. We're going to confirm that. You can only occupy office through elections. So you'd have to have an early election. Right? We fight it out there. We fight it out in the polling booths. Right? That's what has to happen. When we win, early elections. Early elections when we win. Thanks for that. When we win, folks. Early elections. Early elections. All right?
Good afternoon, Sherrod. Good afternoon, all listeners. When you play that recording that the vice president is mentioning that the nature of the struggle changes, he speaks like he is the owner for this country, nothing more. And he is the big bad wolf. And that man is so corrupt, it's a shame.
Yep.
There is so many corrupt practice that he did and get away with it. All he keeps saying, where is the proof? Sue story, situation, he's still mentioning about
where is Sue? Where is Sue?
Proof. When it's all written there, everybody here, the full video, I must say. Anyway, coming to the Golden Grove situation, why is it so easy for the black police officers to shoot at the black people that haven't done anything to them? That was the order that passed down to them to intimidate black people, intimidate their own. How comfortable, how could these guys sleep at night? How could they sleep at night? How could they go home to the family, the black family, and say, I done a good job today or tonight or the night before? How could they? I'm tired of what's going on in Guyana. The PPP government don't want no peace. They don't want no peace, and it's not a one Guyana situation. It's one set of people Guyana situation. It's crazy. I hope there is a way to take care of this without any blood. I hope so.
There must be. Must be. The other
That's
way
all I could
is
say right now. I'm
unacceptable.
tired of the situation over and over. I'm just tired of it. I don't care who run this country, but run it the right way. Run it the right way, my brother. Think about everybody, not only yourself and some who is your friend or family. It's shown all the time in Guyana. Good afternoon. Bye.
All right. Thanks for that contribution. Thanks for that contribution. We're coming down, folks. We're coming down. We're coming down. Just a couple more. Run the rock and come in.
Good day, Sherrod.
Mike is yours.
Now with I barely got a small part of the what the brother was saying because the days when they went to clean and wash the clothes and you want the rain, you got running and pulling, pick up, put out. With what the boy was saying, I agree with him. But I'm talking to a boy who did a life after those two boys were the cousin of the black people and for kill me and all kind of thing. He was saying that Norton must behave himself and shake the fat guy Catfish on. Now imagine Catfish was in Buxton and Catfish got to know the esteemed Dr. Hines. And he was walking past and he called out him, who? The Joker. Catfish is very disrespectful to elder African people of renowned qualities. But aside in all, what people would say about President David Arthur Granger, I don't bash President Granger. Two things I spoke out against when he didn't come and say something after the election. And when you study the President Granger disposition, he is a person who doesn't talk. And when you got people like him and he ain't talking, that is the worst people to deal with. And we never know what was going on or what is going on with him, that he's very quiet. And if you were the head of the army deals with intelligence. You look at them big armies outside. You don't know what's going on. They don't talk. I could remember a picture I looked at. Forest blood. The people riled up against the boy. And when the boy started with the destroy the place, the captain had to come and call him. When the captain called, he burst into tears because he know what he would do. And President Granger, to me, is a man like that. And with all of that, everybody, Catfish looking, he jumping and he abusing them out. Catfish went to Iflot Community High School. When you see he went to Iflot University, people the world over will come and look for a university in Iflot. Let them know he went to Iflot Community High School. That was a community high school. A church school, but they met inter-community high school. So, and he does not have a doctorate. They just give it to him. Dr. Hines cannot be teaching and working in the States under a fictitious doctor degree because he's an African and they would check him out. The white people might get away with it. But an African in America ain't gonna get away with DR in front of your name and you're nobody. So at least Catfish must learn to show respect to people. Last but not least, Barack Obama going as the president of the United States of America. And he used to address his vice, Joe Biden, as Mr. Biden. And one day Biden put on a profound cussing on him to let him know that he must call him Joe. He, Biden, must address him as Mr. President. It's because Barack grew up with training, respect your elders. And Catfish has no respect for any elder. Because if he had, he would never behave like that. Bye-bye. Sherrod, sorry to be a double dipper. But now a new thing is trending with the video with the Catfish saying he could have got to the burial. You got to remember, he is a person that give likes and support all those who supported them by sharing out money, giving them all kind of thing. Now look, we do the other day, Tuesday. Remember, a lot of deads voted for him, so he got a right to go there and give life in the burial ground to acknowledge all the deads who buried him. And then point number 2, if you look at Catfish, look at him real good. Catfish is bursting at the seams. And when you look how he would behave, stamp up, frat up at the side of his mouth, then he turn off and all kind of thing. We don't know if he's going through a health crisis. And it got people, some people that does know when time coming closer to leave this world. I wonder if that is what he's doing. And I think that he should be given a good medical checkup to let him know where his state of health is. Because remember, mental disease is on the increase in Guyana. Bye-bye.
Mr. Duncan, as a Guyanese citizen, I do not have no confidence in this Jagdeo and Ali regime. The crime rate is out of control. It is obvious that they need Batcam Ramjatan there to deal with this crime situation. They need help. They cannot manage it. Or is it that they are too corrupt? As a matter of fact, we do not even need Isabella Young to tell us how corrupt them is. Because when you come in office and there's a board of 22 members from almost every sector from all the region to protect the oil wealth, and they're going to remove it. That alone is a sign of corruption, and it become questionable. So we don't even need Isabella Young to confirm. We, the Guyanese people, know already that how they corrupt. You see, the thing is that we do not have no confidence in this government. Imagine the other day at Bath, the PPP supporters, they pelt up the school bus with school children inside. We ain't hear nothing from Priya Manichan about it, but she running out now to defend Jagdeo and his corruption. And she, as the Minister of Education, it is embarrassing in the Guyana Parliament to know that the simple question was asked to Priya: how many private school per region was given the flood relief or what have you, the grant, sorry. Up to now, she can't answer. She got till to Timbuktu and come back. Up to now, she can't answer. Till Joretta had to let her know that on the website, what is on the website is not necessarily parliamentary document, because she said, "Oh, go on the website, go on the website." All of that are signs of corruption. So is it that's why she also need to hide or protect Jagdeo? No, this boy will come out there, Gaza, and make a statement. I still waiting for Priya Manichan to come out and condemn it. I still waiting for the one who claim that you want one Guyana. I still waiting for them to come out to condemn it. Maybe I looking at the wrong Facebook page. Just tell me which page to go and see. Jagdeo, Afan, and Priya Manichan and all of them condemn the statement that Gaza make how you want poison black people.
Yep. Looking for that too.
Good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
Sharon. And good afternoon, Guyana. Guyanese, what I say, free up your mind. Don't stay behind. Guyanese people, we are going to know it in this time. Boy, free up your mind. Don't stay behind. We don't want no more jack to your time. Guyanese, free up your mind. Don't stay behind. Poor people, we are going to know it in this time. Boy, free up your mind. Don't stay behind. Guyanese, we want in front Ali to resign. Boom.
All right, we here, folks. We were bounced off a little bit there. We were bounced off of line a little bit there. Well, we trust you guys all here with us. We trust y'all outside with us, guys. Good to have each and every one of you. We're bounced off there. Don't know why, but we were bounced off. Let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. We were bounced off unceremoniously, good people. Bounced off. Let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. Don't know what happened there. Ain't know what happened there. All right, I think we have another contributor trying to get along.
Good afternoon, Sherrod. Yeah, Guyanese people in stupid, man. Let me pick sense out of nonsense. If a group of people want to pick a fight, they wouldn't leave the neighborhood for what tail up the road for pick a fight with a group of people. They're gonna pick a fight close to their home. So why they pass Harlem Village for go and pick a fight to the area so far? So therefore the plan was the protester. The protester didn't have no plan for nothing there. It's the other people, it's the government and other people around there set up that what happened in that area.
All right.
A pleasant good day to you, my brother Sherrod. And if my sister Dorita is there, a pleasant good day to her also. I just want to say my few. Racism is something that is not in my gene, not in my blood at all. I don't even like talking. But this is an awareness I am putting out to my Indian brothers and sisters, and a warning and an awareness to my African brothers and sisters. First, to my Indian brothers and sisters, let me tell you plain and straight, reason among y'all, self-reason with y'all government, with y'all leaders, which we know that support y'all, the president, the vice president, reason among y'all self, because the Indian brother that ignorantly state that the police that were shooting is talking how he talk. You know, I don't like use those words, but black man.
All right. We have this one already. Apologies, folks. Apologies, folks. Moving on. We have the one already. Yep. We have that one already. You know who we haven't had? We haven't had this one.
Sherrod, good day.
Good day to you too,
Yeah.
Candy.
My contribution today is about Air Flap Ali. What it is he going to the Belgium for. So I think he going to meet Burnham to get some of Burnham inspiration and some Burnham legacy too. Because his policy is not working, so he getting two Ferrats. He going down there for advice now from Burnham. And the zombie board walking, Sherrod, the zombie board and Air Flap and Jack, they walking. They're going down. Nothing coming true for them. They're getting panic. They're getting scared. They start to panic now. So you know what? They're gonna go helter skelter now. We need to hit them hard now where it hurts, because we have them on the weak side now. Yay! Kudos. Later.
All right, Candy.
Yep, good day, Sheridan below the belt. Just as what the previous voice note said, yes. And in the video you could hear them saying, if them could start, we could start it too. Let them come.
We heard that. Thank you so much.
Hi, good afternoon. My take on that thing is see the Baron Wrong story where he coming with. There's a God above. Wicked people do wicked things. So you wicked, you gotta go in the Baron ground. The zombie them calling, he says in there you aren't gonna do the wicked things. What them do? Right to the Baron ground, so you gotta go back there. I never hear a president yet like them.
All right, folks, that's it. We got through all of them. That's it. That's our program. That's our time, guys. Thanks for staying with us. We went a little bit over. You know, that's how open mic goes, folks. That's how the open mic goes. Love having each and every one of you here with us. Share the live, folks. Wherever you're joining us from before you run off, share the live, and we're still inviting you guys. To partner with us. We got a ways to go to meet our monthly expense out of May and June. Still got a lot of way to go, folks. You know, we're available via PayPal and Cash App. We're available via Zelle and MMG, MoneyGram and Western Union as well. That graphic is posted at the top of my Facebook page at Sheriff Avery Duncan on Facebook. Check it out. And folks, send us a donation, please, and thank you, so we can keep on keeping on. That's our program, folks. We're going to see you guys back here this evening at 8. We in the ring, folks. We in the ring. Back at 8. We in the ring. That's the program. That is our time. See you guys later. Stay safe. Stay safe, folks. Stay safe.